I'm Dr. Brett Osborn, board-certified neurosurgeon, nutrition specialist, and featured BPI Sports expert. A very, very easy way to cycle ketogenic dieting is use classic carb cycling. So that would mean that your heavy carbohydrate days, if you will, or your higher carbohydrate days are going to be on the days that you're training. And then the lower carbohydrate days are going to be either during your off days or on the days that you are doing steady state endurance, or what is, I don't like the term, but it's cardio, if you will. And one of the ways that you're going to induce ketosis faster on those days, even though it's not the easiest to induce ketosis in a single day, is in the morning of your off day. So you trained heavy on Monday, you had a relatively high carbohydrate day Monday. Tuesday, what you would do is you would go into the gym on some coffee, some MCT oil, or use a beta-hydroxybutyrate-based exogenous ketone product. Then do your cardio essentially on a fast, okay? And that's going to help you induce ketosis even during that short 24-hour period. But by day's end, you may in fact be greater than 0.5 millimolars. So that would be the way that you do it, and you just basically just do a flip-flop. Yes, there are various other ways of doing these things, of course. You know, bodybuilders tend to use these months-long bulking phases, and then they go modified ketogenic, even though they don't necessarily call it that, or fully ketogenic. So as an example, the days before the show, when they're down at 10 or 15 or 0 grams of carbohydrates, obviously at that point they're in ketosis, and they're fully they are ketogenic by virtue of their carbohydrate depletion. At that point, as we're all well aware of, and this is in the context of bodybuilding, the goal is to not lose muscle. That's why they take a lot of BCAAs, but to keep that body fat or shed any additional or unwanted body fat pre-contest. So it's fairly simple. It's just whether or not an individual is actually going to meet the arbitrarily defined standards of ketosis, so the 0.5 millimolars during that 24-hour period of time. Quite frankly, it doesn't really matter, because if you are having high carbohydrate days on your training days, and then you are dropping off your carbohydrates precipitously during your days where you're off, as an example, where you're doing your cardio, you're going to assuredly be in a fat burning state, particularly if on that heavy carbohydrate day or that training day, say as an example on Monday, you're not eating very late at night, and you're going to be coming off of a long fast, say as an example from 8 o'clock at night until you say you train at 6 o'clock in the morning, so you have 10 hours worth of fast, during which time you're going to be mobilizing fat stores. So that's the answer to that question.